So as I mentioned, one purpose of the die positioning template is to show me where to stamp on my card base. I've prepared my card base, and here again is my positioning template in the vertical position. I'll set it into the center of the card, and I'll stamp my Wishing You a Beautiful Day saying to make the flower basket card, and that's what it looks like. Now that I have my stamped panel, I'm going to lay the oval positioning template down again, or the die positioning template in the vertical position, and I'll set my prepared overlay panel on top, again centering it on that vertical rectangle. And then I'm just going to slide my positioning template out while holding it at the top. And this is where I'm going to use double-sided tape just to tape underneath the top part of the overlay template. So I can go ahead and tape down on the top part and then stamp and color my images. And this is what I will have after that step is complete. Next, I'm going to take the larger part of the die and run it through twice with brown cardstock. So I have two pieces. And the score lines are already scored in with using the template, or the die rather. So those are my two pieces. I've already gone ahead and put score tape on the side tabs where I fold it inward. And then what I'm going to do is, with the score tape sides up, I'm going to center the brown piece over half of the image, and you can see that half moon indent is covering half of my image or my saying. Then the right side piece again gets positioned the same way, and I just set it right on top. I don't worry about trying to interlock or anything, just set it right on top. Couple things that you want to notice is, first of all, I want them to close in the middle, so they meet in the middle. Second of all, I don't want these edges to extend past the score line, so I want them on the inside part of the card base. And then of course the third thing is that I want these score tape strips upward. And you can see everything is nice and squared up. Then my die overlay panel gets set over the top. And what I'll do is pull the score tape liners off, fold one side inward, peel the liner off, fold the other side inward. There's some score tape on the bottom section of my overlay panel. I'm going to peel that off, close the card back, press along the bottom to adhere that score tape, and there it is. That's my revealing oval card. It's really easy to do. Then of course I just decorate my panels on the front. And here is the finished card. Here's an example of the otter teacup card. Same thing with just the panels changed out, and then of course the decorating a little bit different. And then we have a slight variation. This is the bumblebee card shown in our samples. It operates pretty much the same way. There are two main differences. One is that the two front card flaps have a 1/2 inch border cut in a U shape on either side, and they are backed with clear acetate. So it's a window to see inside. The second difference with this card is that we stamped on the ovals that come out. And to do that, it's assembled pretty similarly, but when I take my two pieces, rather than setting them on top of each other, I'm going to interlock them, set them down. You can again use repositionable tape, temporary tape if you want to set it down. Stamp your bumblebee image, go ahead and color it right across the cut lines and all. And then when it is stamped and colored, I'll go ahead and add the score tape on the outer flaps and insert it underneath my vertical overlay panel, just as I did with the previous two cards.